Thank you, Nico. Thank you, Kieran. It's okay. I understand enough German. I understand enough German. What's up? What's up, Trip? How you doing, Trip? Yo, what's up, Annie? Thank you. You're not still streaming, are you? I saw you were, getting your anima weapon upgrade. You finished? Nice. Do you have missile on your blue mage, by the way? Because if you don't, you should. It's... you do. I always use it for, like, I do missile and then I do Choco Meteor. That's how I clean up trash. Okay, I need to turn this music down. As nice as it is. It's so... I can't believe it worked on that Fate yesterday. Okay, so my plan today was to do the Dark Knight stuff, but then I realized, like, I'll need to level to actually do the stuff, so I'm just gonna pick it up. That would have helped, yeah. But it's fun freezing stuff and then just throwing meteors at it over and over. That is also a valid strat. It's here, I believe. We would have had such a hard time without it. I can't believe we wiped anyway, like twice. I don't even know why. Those fates, the super fates are so chaotic. Okay. I don't know what killed me either. I was like far away. Guess we could have checked the battle log, but anyway, all's well that ends well. I wish we could use missile on Odin. After witnessing a spectacle like that, everyday life seems rather dull in comparison. So you didn't see that trial earlier? Ah, your loss. Fury, take me. The way that heretic swung that slab of iron he called a sword was a sight to behold. He couldn't have carried a shield if he wanted to, the blade was so big. Had to keep two hands on it at all times. I was amazed he managed to keep up with that temple knight for as long as he did. Fought like a demon from the deepest pits of the seventh hell, bellowing threats and working his arts. I wasn't sure what to make of it at first, but then I heard someone say that he must be a dark knight. But you didn't hear that from me, eh? In fact, I'm sure I don't know anything about it. Press the man for details. Yes. Ye gods, are you mad? We're standing outside the bloody tribunal. Fine, fine. But keep quiet and listen well, because I'm only going to say this once. Okay. People of Ishgard are in high spirits for another heretic has answered for his crimes. Oh, so I'm gonna take his stuff. So as I was saying, that heretic was fighting like a man possessed. Even after he took several wounds, he showed no sign of pain, though there was no mistaking the blood. As the fight wore on, he began to soak through his armor, spreading to every ilm of his body. But when it began to rise and envelop him as a mist, I realized it wasn't blood, but something dark and twisted. But the righteous are not so easily cowed, Halone be praised. I screamed myself hoarse when that temple knight slipped past his guard and ran him through. These people are so messed up. Good riddance, I say. Man was not meant to wield such arts. Yet I wonder, was he truly one of those... Well, it matters not. I heard the Temple Knights talking about dumping his corpse in the broom. By sunrise, it'd be stripped bare and tossed over the walls. It'll be as though he never was, and as though we never had this conversation. Another day in Ishgard. I thought these were people lifting the body. Is it gonna be up? Nope, wrong, completely wrong way. This way. Ooh. He looks kind of poor. Punctilious Temple Knight. Oh my god, are you no-lifing the MSQ, Ahab? Let's go. That's more than enough for charity. They'll take care of the rest. And mayhap sooner rather than later. Come on. Love you, miss you. Let's go fishing again soon. I wasn't gonna do MSQ today, but... Is this it? Is this all that awaits? No. No more. Enough. Open your eyes. Look, do you see now? Do you see? What? How do you know my name? Bro, your sword... I was expecting much cooler than that. I've been waiting for you to open your eyes. You all right? You were moaning in your sleep and sweating buckets besides. Name's Frey, by the way, and no, I'm not a heretic. Try convincing a temple knight drunk on authority of that, eh? Shame the pompous arse got the better of me. But how about you? You touched it, yes? That couldn't have felt good. A voice, eh? And a rather distressed one besides. Please, someone! Anyone! This sword should be so much cooler looking. I'm so disappointed. Not so fast. We need to talk about what's happening to you, what's growing within you, before you get carried away. There's a darkness? There's a darkness within us all. Nothing dangerous, mind. In fact, it's quite healthy. But the crystal changes you. Gives you the power to channel it. The initial claymore is very blunt. I was imagining, like, do you know, I don't know if you know Berserk. But, like, I was imagining, like, a big-ass gut sword. There is a darkness within us all. This is also true. I don't think this guy would admit it, though. Do it without proper training, however, and, well, it might hurt. Yo, what's up, Vic? Thank you. So go ahead, ask me to teach you. Ask me to instruct you in the ways of the Dark Knights, and I will. Okay. I know you're still worried about that screaming woman, so I'll keep this brief. We Dark Knights don't care one whit for prestige or pedigree. We are free to follow our hearts, to defend the weak and punish the guilty as we see fit. The law of the land, the authority of a name. These are tools cowards use to escape harm. We have no needs of shields, figurative or literal. Here, my blade is your blade, my soul crystal your crystal. Go on, take them. You'll need them soon enough. Just gave me a soul crystal. Are you afraid of the dark? That's so good. Steel Claymore. Yeah, so we do start at level 30. It's so funny that the Machinist and Dark Knight both start at level 30. So you can't actually use them in the story until you, like, level them. Significantly. Oh, right. Astrologian. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure if that job interests me. I wanted to wait for Dark Knight as my, like... I will learn to tank to some extent. Okay. Oh, I'm cold. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a big-ass sword. It's so ugly, though. Oh my god. I need to get a better one immediately. Frey's ready to teach you. You need only ask. Blood gauge unlocked. Let's go. Well, well, don't you look the part? Ready to harness the darkness within to set the wrong things right. Shiva used Karen. Well, I mean, you joke, Kieran, but as a blue mage, I use Final Sting prodigiously, which is basically Karen. Now bear in mind that while the darkness gives you strength, that strength comes at a cost. This is but one sacrifice, though, and justice demands money. Final Sting is so good, oh my god. I just learned, so usually I'll use Bristle to boost it, but I just learned Whistle, which is like way better. Moonflute, Whistle, I haven't even tried that yet. I can't wait. Say a man, venerable, untouchable man, harms a child in unspeakable ways. He strides through the Hoplons secure in the knowledge that he is beyond punishment. But for one who cuts down that vile beast as he flaunts his freedom, who knows how many others will suffer. Such was the dilemma faced by a goodly knight long ago. He knew that he would be stripped of his titles and denounced for the deed. The threshold we refuse to cross is a line we draw for ourselves. We fear the consequences, and people suffer for our indecision. So we're like the child abuser killers, the rapist killers. I fuck with that. Everyone who held that crystal came to conquer that fear, and became who they wanted to be. That night was the first. Will you be the next? This is like the most based job class so far. Think on that while we look into the commotion down below. Batman? I mean, this guy looks poor as fuck, so that's like better. Billionaire vigilantes are bad. I need to... Oh no. Just get it out of the way. This symbol indicates the defensive stance. Grit is in effect, which increases enmity. Oh no, now I have to learn about generating enmity. Should I like look at my abilities? Oh, okay, beast combo. Rampart. Okay, hang on, let's... Provoke. That seems important. Stuns target. God, I'm gonna have to do so much. Is grit the, like, iron will? Yeah, okay. So that's like tank stance, always on. And then provoke is if it's not enough. I don't know at what level do you learn... Okay, I'll just put arm's length here even though I don't have it yet because I'm gonna need that. Rampart. Oh, okay. Well, we'll like... Stuns target seems important too. Okay. Well, we'll just like hit stuff for now. Put it on the right side since we only toggle it on and leave it. Well, I put my... This is where I put like Mighty Guard too. Oh, you mean like here on my actual like far right? My far right is the same for all job classes, so... Yeah. We can only do the first job quest because you like... I'd have to level a bunch and I don't feel like doing that. I don't have a shift. My thing here is R. That's my QER. So usually it's my swift cast, sure cast, and then like a movement thing, like my loom or my what is it? Like ethereal manipulate. I don't even. And my like rescue. That's like my fast movement stuff. Hi Dragon, thank you. Oh my god, the best part about Machinist is having Peloton, by the way. I got Machinist today and was leveling it. So fun. Yeah, we'll see. I imagine I'm gonna be revamping a lot of my hotkeys and bars like soon, because a lot of my classes are changing. Alright. Lowborn Crone. Please. Oh, it's a crone. Please, I don't know what to do. It's my granddaughter. I didn't see him standing there, and I know that's no excuse. I should have been more careful. But my granddaughter, she started yelling at the temple night, and I tried to stop her, I did. But then he said she has to come with him, and if I could just tell him how sorry, maybe he would... He'd take you too, is what he'd do. Even if you went and begged the blue bastard to intervene, it'd be too late by then. Ain't the first time they've taken a girl her age. If she doesn't fight back, they might let her go after. No! There has to be another way. I've got a big sword right here. Ah, Ishgardian Justice. They might spare the girl, you know. Leave her with a few scars and a lifelong lesson. Or we could beat every last one of them to within an ilm of their lives and rescue the girl. You'd like that, wouldn't you? Yes, exactly, stabbage. I knew you would. Everything is going to be all right, madam. When I'm through with those knights, they will not dare trouble you ever again. Oh, thank you! Thank you! Assuming they didn't just drag her into an alley, they've taken her to either the congregation or the tribunal. The Honorable Sir Emartric wouldn't suffer such reprehensible behavior under his roof. The Inquisition, on the other hand, well... So that leaves the tribunal. I'm exploring the heavens. I am exploring the heavens. If the girl is still alive, I imagine they'll make all manner of threats. Come any closer and she dies, and so forth. If so, we'll need to make something perfectly clear to them. We're not here for her. We're here for you. Once they understand that she means nothing to us, they'll attack us or flee. I don't know about you, but I'm eager to find out which. You have learned all Dark Knight actions up to level 30. Yeah. I definitely know what I'm doing. I absolutely... Oh, this way leads to the pillars, doesn't it? Just the one sword between the two of us, I'm afraid. You keep it. I dare say it fits rather snugly in your hands. Am I gonna do Void Arc today? I don't think so. I don't know. The alliance raids are always so wacky. But don't worry about me. I'll do my part to keep you on your feet. I mean, this guy's a ghost. For real. So, now, should things turn violent, as I expect they shall, you may need to tap into your dark side to survive. It's not unlike drawing upon your own ether to weave magic. Fear, pain, rage, that which lies in the deepest depths of our soul make for a potent fuel. But be warned, burn too much too quickly and you risk being consumed. Do not worry, Grimothy. The first step over the threshold is always the hardest. Ah, yes. I should have known you'd do that. Right then. Let's find the girl. Was that like a reference to my Warrior of Light nod? I'm so intimidated. I don't know how to play a tank. Frightened maid. How convenient that this is all out in the open. Okay, I'm sure it'll be fine if I just slap stuff, right? If enemy not paying attention to you, make sure they pay attention to you. Noted. Oh, oops, I just skipped. The hell's with you? I've done nothing wrong. Why are the pretty ones always so daft? If I had a gill for every time I had to kill an unrepentant bastard like you. What? Are you threatening a temple knight? Oh, you're very clever. Yes, I am. Now let her go. Yo, what's up, Wushi? Enough of this. With me, girl. Now. One more word of protest and I'll toss your grandmother in a cell to rot. You three, seize this imbecile. Shouldn't they recognize that this is the same guy? Okay. Pay attention to me. I'm just gonna do combos and... I'm mashing buttons. They're not paying attention to me. There we go. There we go. They paid attention to me. She's gone mad. We do need to talk to Imarderic. This is like very messed up. Search her soul for the darkness. We need but a sliver. I'm becoming the darkness? The flames beckon? What do you mean? Okay. All of them? The darkness is so... Well, I didn't know that I was gonna drink all of it. Okay, I need to put this, like, somewhere else. Oh, classic Grim Salad moment. Do I drink up the darkness once my vulnerability goes away? Okay. Okay, I slurped the darkness. Where are we going? Oh, right, we're going to the tribunal. You fucking get over. Where? What are you doing up there? What's? Excuse you? Why are you... Oh no, I didn't realize there was a flame of darkness there. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna slurp it again. Are we going in here? Excuse me. How do I... Okay, this is gonna take... I need better... Oh, you can... It's on cooldown? Okay, so I'll just hit... You can also increase enemy that way. What is... Okay, I'm trying to see what these buttons are, but I... Give me more darkness. Okay, what is... Thank you. No problem. Those of you who yet live remember this horror, and know that should you speak of it, it shall be visited upon you again 100-fold. They like kidnap women and bring them here? I gotta, like, that's like pretty systemic. Yeah, like that's not just like a few bad apples. That's like the entire system is complicit, you know? You know, as much as we love Sure Marturic, that's like, how can you not know that's going on, bro? Well done, hero. I think the fair maiden wants to have a word. Hello. I don't know what to say, miss. Thank you. Thank you. I got a little carried away earlier. It's just that when I saw how they were treating my grandmother, I had to say something, and it's literally not your fault. They are fucked up. What? No one screamed your name. My grandmother called out just the once, but that was it. Speaking of which, I should hurry back. I suppose I ought to say that I'm sorry for what I did, but I'm not based. Those knights had it coming. Helone bless you for what you did. That's where the jail is, though, isn't it? I guess. Yeah, I guess you're right. But I mean, it's it's right there. Like, that feels pretty. It feels pretty like dyed in the wool. Like, this is the way things are. It was in the front entrance. Stay safe, girly. Feels good, doesn't it? Strange, maybe. But a good strange, I'll wager. You tapped into something primal. A power nestled within you, yearning to be free. As your understanding of this power grows, so too will your skill as a Dark Knight. Okay, currently I can press like 2 buttons. I know 1 combo. You've done well. Far better than I could have hoped, in fact. But there's still so much more to learn. So much further to go. I won't lie to you, Grimothy. The risks will only increase. So if you want to keep going, you have to trust in me. Can you do that? Yeah. Good. That's a promise. The minions wilding out. Circumstances being what they are, it might be best if we parted ways for a while. Think of it as an opportunity to hone your skills in my absence. Some days it still feels like you're pressing 2 buttons as a tank. Oh my god, me as a white mage. I did finally learn, what's the dome thing again? I don't even remember because I haven't had an opportunity to use it. But like, white mage is so boring for the longest time. It's just like throw stones. That's it. Regen the tank and throw stones. Yo, what's up, Kenora? Yeah, do you like my look? But don't worry, we will meet again. When the time is right, I'll be waiting where we first met. Flood of Darkness. Grants Dark Side, increasing damage dealt by 10%. Shares a recast timer with Edge of Darkness. Yo, what's up, hats? FF isn't all that hard, you just press a few buttons. Whoosh, you started as a thaumaturge. You know that's not true. Currently a sword lesbian. Okay, so level 35. Look at this Giant sword lesbian. These are not lesbian nails, though. Dark side gauge unlocked. Oh, wait, why would you need this? Like, you should just always have grit on. Like, why would you need an indicator that it's on? Timer indicates the duration of dark side. Okay, some of the, I mean, jobs at level 30 are a joke anyway, like. This looks really cool. Where should I put it? That looks very cool. The enemy gauge doesn't make sense. I guess it's like everyone has some kind of job gauge, so they're like, oh, let's give it to tanks as well. Yo, Berlanti, hello. Yeah, so okay. Provoke is weird. It's a 30-second recast? I wonder if you would only use that in situations maybe when, like, if people in your party are generating too much enmity, because normally your tank stance and just like hitting shit should do that for you, right? An unleash sounds kind of good for just like slapping everything really quickly at the start, maybe? Or if there are like 3 or more enemies. Yeah. You miss me, you need more me in your life. Oh, I miss Barlanti. You miss FF9. All you need to do is AoE to pull aggro. Okay, nice. And then provoke is when there's one at range attacking someone else and you don't want to move. Just one? So otherwise you just do an AoE. But if there's just, is provoke only useful for hats you think it's a relic of older days back when your tank stance kept the same icon, whether it was on or off? Easier than finding a little buff icon somewhere on a busy UI. Yeah, I guess there are some specific locations where you do want it off.
Very beautiful woman. I was like, mommy, yeah. That looks really good. I like that.
Barlanti, thank you for 13 months. Enmity management used to be interesting, but they stripped it all out a couple expansions ago. Really? Like it used to be more complex? Pee poop shit indeed. Indeed. Tanks don't have aggro issues in this game. I know so little about Enmity because the only roles that I've played are DPS and healer. I've been waiting for Dark Knight. I wanted to do more Dark Knight, but I'm literally like my palms feel sweaty at the thought of learning an entirely new job class. I'm sure it'll be fine once I get it, but it's like with my white mage, I'm like, I am not gonna do this for random people. Like I was playing Machinist earlier, doing leveling roulette, and I was like, oh, this is fine, like I'm doing great. Healing and tanking is so scary with randoms. Tanks used to have damage and defensive stances? Oh, weird. You can practice offline? Yeah, if you want to practice, yeah, anything. If you want to practice a DPS or healing. Instead of Mahjong, should you try cards? Yes. Oh my god. You should become addicted to Triple Triad in this game as I have. 133 cards. I don't think there are any more NPCs available right now. Everyone randomly picks a class out of a bucket. I'd like to be good at like, so I'm very comfortable with DPS. Mostly casting. Healing is like okay, but scary. Tanking is completely foreign to me right now. Okay. And we'll get, thank God I thought to prep my fashion beforehand. So I guess we're doing more story? I had the thought today, I was like, oh, I'll just do Dark Knight stuff today, but then I realized at the last minute, like, wait, there aren't gonna be job quests available. You need to actually level up. Now, where is... So we're starting the first patch of Heavensward. If I can find a shard. Mancat, it's funny that you say that. I just started Palace of the Dead today with my... In fact, that's why I picked up Machinist, because I want to solo it. And I was doing it as a black mage, and I was like, this is impossible. So I just like Googled really quickly, and everyone's like, if you do it solo, do it with Machinist. So I was like, okay. And it was way easier. I haven't gone very far, though. You're right, though. It was really good for practicing Machinist, like for getting comfortable with all the buttons. You did it as a black mage? OMG, LMAO. Yeah, how far did you get? I know people, like, have done it as a challenge, but... Yeah, Woosh, you got into it pretty early. 411, yeah, that's impressive, actually. It's great for getting your buttons one at a time. Yeah. A lot of the... It was also, I went in just as a black mage without, like, configuring my hotbar. Oh, in fact, that's why this is all fucked up. Hang on. I, like, made a separate bar. For Palace of the Dungeon. Because none of my spells worked. And I was really confused, and then I was like, oh yeah, you're starting from nothing. I was like, I don't even have, like, I didn't even have a Blizzard 1 on my hotbar, so I just couldn't do anything, and I was very confused. Okay. Hats, you want to learn Sage, but playing on console with controller makes healing daunting. Oh, I can imagine. Yeah, I can imagine. Alright. Urchin Loaf? I've been getting too much food lately from quests. I did a bunch of side quests, and everything I got was food. Where was it? Oh yeah, I was in Azus Law. I was doing all the side quests from the weird little module balls. And they gave me a ton of food, and I was like, I'm not going to use this. In fact, let me make sure. My inventory is so full of shit. This is... I'm in like a crafting frenzy right now where I don't want to throw anything away, even though I should. Hi, Keeper. How is this not a bank holiday? I know, right? Alfina wishes to share the latest developments in the search for the missing scions. An uncertain future. Fortuitous timing as always, Grimothy. Tataru was about to brief me on the search for our missing comrades. If you would be so kind, then.
Absolutely. You'll be pleased to hear that Riol and his men have been making excellent progress. You remember how Philomene helped me escape the Crystal Braves and Limsa Laminsa, only then to disappear? Well, according to Rio, she crept aboard a ship bound for Radzat Han, where she's been hiding ever since. He assures me that it won't be long before we're reunited.
Jesus, can I speak?
As for Ida and Papalemo, the remains of their link pearls have been found, and in Pearl Lane of all places. Rio thinks they must have disposed of them after escaping from the Royal Promenade.
Yes, that would make sense. They could not risk being eavesdropped upon by our betrayers.
We're all but certain they fled the city shortly after, though we still don't have a clue where they went.
I see. And what of Thancred? God, we've been having such a good time without Thancred. And what of Thancred and Minfilia?
I'm afraid I have nothing new to share about those two, but it's not all doom and gloom. The good news is we've enlisted the services of a Charlian scholar, one of the students of a Baldessian, to aid in the search, who should be arriving any day now.
One of the students, you say? I should very much like to meet this scholar, if time permits. But first we must attend to a more pressing matter. Sir Marterick has summoned the two of us for a private audience. The messenger did not specify what he wished to discuss, only that it was urgent. Assuming you have no objections, Grimothy, I suggest we proceed to the congregation forthwith. And mayhap we can meet with the scholar afterwards. Agreed? Mm-hmm.
In that case, I think I'll return to the Forgotten Night for now. Things are liable to fall apart if I'm gone too long, you know.
I love that she's just taken over the local pub. Where is that again? It's here. Hi, Firm Albert. Oops. Good invariably triumphs over evil in fairy tales, yet they're conspicuously reticent about what follows. You play FF11 now, Dragon?
Thank you for coming. I wish to speak with you both in a place where privacy was assured.
We quite understand. What was it that you wished to discuss?
With my father's passing, the seat of the Archbishop lies vacant. And so, in accordance with canon law, I have assumed his responsibilities. I should stress that this is a temporary measure. It was never intended that the Lord Commander of the Temple Knights serve in this capacity indefinitely. Quite the opposite. The statutes specify that I should surrender my powers as soon as a conclave of the senior clergy and the high houses have named a new archbishop.
I don't think Ishgard needs an archbishop.
But in light of recent events, that would not seem appropriate.
Indeed.
I confess I did not expect you to divulge quite so much quite so soon. The details of the Archbishop's plans, perhaps, but the true origin of the war and all it entails?
I too had concerns. But when the Warrior of Light is witnessed returning to the capital upon the back of a dragon, one's options are rather limited.
Yeah.
Mayhap I could have concealed certain details, but for how long? And at what risk? Should the truth have come to light in the meantime, how would the people have viewed my silence? After 1,000 years of lies and secrecy, I could not well abuse their trust and hope to be believed. The time for deception has passed.
Tataru for Archbishop? Oh my god, yes.
I only wish the people agreed. That some would deny the truth I had anticipated, but not this many. And among the few who acknowledged that my father had to be stopped, no small number questioned our methods.
He turned into a god monster. What do you want us to do?
If they suspect a coup, it will not be long before some turn to violence.
It has already begun, and that on both sides. Men and women of the cloth are being harassed in the streets. Some have even been assaulted in the Broom. Hilda and her people have formed a watch to help us maintain order. But such measures will not prevent the unrest from spreading.
For all our talk of peace, the people remain frightened and confused. For their sake, we must bring the Dragonsong War to a definitive end.
And we should be glad to help you, Sir Emmerich. But what precisely would you have us do?
We wish to treat with the dragons of Annex Trine. To that end, I would trouble you for an escort and an introduction.
Annex Trine? You would speak with Vidofnir then?
We must needs open a dialogue between our peoples. Acting as my representative, Lucia will extend an invitation to their leader, that she might visit us here in Ishgard.
A dragon visiting Ishgard does not.
Were she still with us, I would of course have
Sound
beseeched
good.
Isel's assistance in this matter. But as she is not, I must ask that you aid us in her stead. Will you do us this favor?
I am sipping on that Diet Peepus.
Thank you, my friends. Lucia, I leave the rest to you.
That looked really similar to the slap emote.
In the wake of the Archbishop's fall, the nation of Ishgard trembled, the faith of her people shaken to its very core. For 1,000 years had they fought and died, certain of the justice of their cause, only to be told that their holy war was born of the sins of their forefathers. What then for those brave men and women, thus stripped of their righteousness but to despair, to deny the truth and decry its speakers? And what then for those whom they defamed but to hope on, to have faith in a brighter tomorrow? A tomorrow in which man and dragon might live together in harmony, then as distant as the very stars in the heavens. Yet while we dared to hope, deep within his lair the enemy lay, gathering his strength. Nidhogg, now possessed of his 2 eyes and the body of the Azure Dragoon, prizes to which he had laid claim at the very hour of the hero's triumph. As desperately as we sought the solace of peace, the great worm craved the misery of war. Nor was he alone in his misbegotten desire.
FF11 caught you and now you're trapped? Really? I don't know how it'd go. 11 looks way too old for me. It's too dated. I don't have any nostalgia for it. The journey at least should pose little difficulty this time. I know little of the lands these dragons call home, this Annex Trine. Had you not agreed to escort me, the coming journey would seem a far more daunting prospect. I confess, I myself once shuddered at the thought of it, yet even the longest journey begins with the first step, does it not? Ah, but ere we set forth, Grimothy and I must needs inform our comrade of our plans. Very well, I shall see to my preparations. Then let us go and bid farewell to Tartaru, Grimothy. Time to go hit the bar. I thought you might want to tell her. Or would you rather I did all the talking? Oh god, wait, what? He's so sassy. He hasn't lost it.
So, what was your super secret meeting all about? I'm all ears. A diplomatic mission, but
Why can't I talk as Tatru today? Oh, she's been sipping.
a diplomatic... A diplomatic mission to annex Trine, you say? Well, I suppose that does take precedence. But should your meeting with Vidofnir happen to end early, you might consider rendezvousing with Y'shtola in Idleshire. She'll be there to receive our guest.
Case of the Tuesdays, yep.
Don't get me wrong, your meeting with the dragons is terribly important and everything, but this scholar just happens to be...
Time permitting, as I said. We shall endeavour to join Y'shtola, but if we cannot, pray pass on our regards. Let us be off, Grimothy. We've kept the first commander waiting long enough. He is sassy today.
Well, let no one say I didn't try.
Yeah. There's gonna be some big reveal with the scholar, but we don't care, apparently. You're ready then? Good. So am I. I'll take your urchin loaf. Sure. Alfina's ready to escort Lucia to Onyx Shrine. The path is long but known to us. From Falcon's Nest we shall cross the Western Highlands and make for Tailfeather in the Dravanian Forelands. There we can stop to rest and replenish our supplies. Questions? If not, then the stables await. Oh god, okay. I always have fear when it's this, like, escort person to this place. I always have this deep fear that they are going to make me stop along the way. Strange. This is only my third visit to Tailfeather, yet the first feels as though it were a lifetime ago. I always imagined that the first time I set foot upon Dravanian soil would be at the head of an army, and here I am, ready to treat with the brothers and sisters of mine enemies. Full well do I know how difficult it can be to set aside the past. Though it was I who first proposed recruiting Isael. Wait, it's not Isael, it's like Izel? Izel to our cause. I questioned the wisdom of my words almost as soon as I had uttered them, and for a long time after that. Here was a woman with the blood of innocence on her hands. Men, women, children, all slain in the name of the implacable Lady Iceheart. Yet she acknowledged her misdeeds and agreed to join us in a common cause. At our side, she fought in service to that greater good, even unto her dying breath. And while that does not absolve her of her sins, I hope that one day she'll be remembered not merely as a heretic, but as a misguided soul who dreamt of peace. You're gonna go be a streamer and all that. I hope 7 is fun. You ask much, Master Alfino, yet who can say what might come to pass, should our negotiations bear fruit? Yes, of course. We must press on to Annex Shrine, if you'll follow me. I'm just gonna ride my dragon. Or my unicorn. Oh wait, there's actually also an etherite here. That's even easier. A lot of forks. By which I mean 2. There are 2 forks in chat. I feel threatened. Where? Annex Shrine is one of those places where you're just like... What height am I at? Tanking against the forks. Thou art ever welcome here, friend of Isel. But this one I do not know. Pray forgive us this unannounced visit, Vidofnir. May I present to you Lucia, first commander of the Temple Knights of Ishgard, and our trusted friend. It is an honor to meet you, Vidofnir. I come as an envoy of Sir Aemotric, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights and acting leader of the Holy See. Indeed. You may speak, Knight. For 1,000 years, man and dragon have been locked in an endless cycle of bloodshed and sorrow. To our shame, we long believed your kin to be the architects of this war. But now we know the truth, that King Thordan and his Knights 12 did willfully betray and murder the great worm Ratatoska, shattering the peace between our peoples. For 1,000 years, our leaders conspired to conceal this truth, a truth which was at last laid bare by the Warrior of Light, the Azure Dragoon, and Isel. Alas, a deception so intricately wrought cannot be undone in a moment, and our people labor to accept the truth. After an eternity of war, who would dare to dream that peace could at last be within our grasp? Yeah, what's up, Minnie? You are rich, holy shit. 5,000 gil. Yet dream we must, as Ezel once did. And we must take that dream, make that dream a reality, as she could not. We humbly beseech you, Vidofnir, join hands with us in friendship once more, before the eyes of my people in Ishgard. A most unexpected invitation. I have heard your request, Knight. However, I cannot yet give you mine answer. May I ask why? This matter concerneth my sire. He must needs be consulted. Moreover, the Nath grow bold, even as they did before, and I would not leave my people at the mercy of the swarm. Then we will wait. After 1,000 years at war, we shall not give up on peace for want of patience. Ha! Fear not, Knight. Thou shalt have mine answer within within thy lifetime. Okay. Vidofnir's lifetime is an eternity, surely. So soon, my humble thanks. I shall bear your words to my lord forthwith, until we meet again. To face such a creature in battle is one thing, to converse with it quite another. Enjoy your lurk, Peach. Given the circumstances, I would say that went rather well. To be frank, I'm surprised our proposal was not rejected outright. Whether aught will come of it remains to be seen, however. Mayhap I should take this opportunity to speak with some of the other dragons. But you need not wait for me. The return journey holds no fears for me now. Well, if you have no further need of our services, we can continue on to Sharlayan. We hope to welcome a scholar who's agreed to aid us in the search for our missing comrades. Then I pray your journey is as swift and uneventful as ours was, and thank you again for sparing the time to assist us, even when such grave matters remain unresolved. I can think of no graver matter than a 1,000-year war, one which our friends gave their lives to see ended. Suffice it to say, I would not willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure... Oh god. I would willingly make 1,000 such journeys to ensure that their sacrifice was not in vain. Of that I have no doubt, Master Alpino. I only hope the fates will not hold you to your word. Alfino is eager to set out for Charlian. So, it would seem we have time to greet this scholar after all. How delightful. What is wrong with him? I shall be interested to hear how she means to go about finding Minfilia and Thancred. I can only assume she's privy to some new investigative technique. In any event, our first order of business is to rendezvous with Y'shtola in Edelshire. Does he know who this is and, like, doesn't like them? Another conspicuously uneventful journey. It would seem we're destined not to be late. Ah, Grimothy, 'tis good to see you. I confess, I had assumed your business in Annex Trine would detain you longer. Did your meeting with Vidofnir go well? As well as can be expected. She must discuss Sir Amatric's proposal with Fresfelger, of course, but she seemed amenable to the suggestion. What of our Charlian guest? Has she arrived yet? She has, but when I explained that you would be What's going on here? When I explained that you would be joining us, she asked if she might use the intervening time to explore. I agreed to meet her outside on the front bridge. We should be on our way. Oh, wait, I read that completely wrong. Oh, she's waiting. She was waiting for us to arrive. Okay. I'm reading drama into this where there is none, I think. Maybe I want there to be drama. It would seem we're early. Shall we wait? Wait, back in Ishgard. What was she trying to tell me? Huh?
I'm terribly sorry to have kept you all waiting.
You need not apologize. We arrived but a moment ago ourselves. Pray, allow me to introduce Kral, who has recently come from the Charlian motherland. She has generously offered to assist us.
Oh, please, think nothing of it. A trip to Eorzea was long overdue. You must be the Warrior of Light. Yes, you certainly do look the part. A pleasure to meet you at last, miss.
Yeah.
And who is that I spy but young Alphino Levieux himself? I dare say someone's grown in Ilmore too in my absence. Or are those lifts in your boots?
We, Miss Kryl and I met at the Studium years ago. I shall forever be indebted to her for her sage guidance.
What's going on here?
It was no small task keeping him out of trouble, believe you me. The youngest ever to enter the Studium, him and his sister, 11-year-old prodigies.
You have a little crush on his teacher?
Suffice it to say, social graces were not among his list
He's
of talents.
autistic.
Striding
Stop.
up to his seniors on
Stop.
his first day, head held high. What was it he said again?
Oh my god.
Thank you, Kryl.
For what? I haven't finished yet. Would you care to attempt a more dexterous deflection?
Oh my god. She's wrecking him.
Mayhap we should save this delightful conversation for a more fitting occasion, when pressing matters do not demand our undivided attention.
A bit much, but better. I can tell you have been putting your skills to use here in Eorzea. Henceforth, I trust you will dazzle me with your eloquence at the first time of asking.
He's trying his best.
Right, on to more pressing matters. Finding Minfilia and the other missing scions.
I gather you have new information to share with us.
A new approach, actually. Tataru recounted the tale of your escape, and it gave me an idea. Simply put, assuming Thancred left some manner of trail when you whisked him away, as is almost always the case with teleportation magics, I am confident I can find and follow it.
No.
Then what are you waiting for?
The wherewithal to do it. The fact is, my abilities aren't quite up to the task. Not in themselves, anyway. If I had Master Matoya's crystal eye, on the other hand...
Then let us all call on her forthwith. I think it best that you explain your plan to her in person.
Yay, we're gonna go see Matoya again. Did we know that she had a crystal eye before? Yeah, I don't know if the game told me, or I think the brooms might have mentioned it in the broom side quest. I don't think it was mentioned in the main story. Thancred is certainly no elf prince. Ugh, such a lovely area. She was less than flattering about my technique when we last met, but this time I've come prepared. Let her belittle my obsidian carbuncle if she dares. Do not tell her that I said that. I'm such a little nerd. The crystal eye is one of Master Matoya's most cherished relics. I doubt very much that she'll grant us leave to lay hands upon it unless we can convince her that it's vital to our cause. Alright, she's a Lalafell, so... You did say we were heading for a cave, did you not? Because I certainly don't see a cave nearby. Is Master Matoya meeting us on the way or something? Prostracted meeting that famous Master Matoya seems to have set Kryl thinking. Why is this called a max potion if it doesn't restore all of your health?
I've heard many stories of Master Matoya, some quite flattering, others less so. Mac's not full. It's doing the best it can, invented by a guy named Max. It is really far behind the HP curve, especially for a tank, if the max is like, what, that was less than 2k? Rest assured they're all true. This way, and have care where you tread.
Oh, is that trouble I smell? Or did you forget to wipe your boots on the way in?
Forgive us, Master Matoya. We will be sure to wipe them on the way out. And may I say how glad I am that age has not yet deprived you of your senses.
Ever so quick-witted, aren't we? To the detriment of your manners. Well, out with it then. What do you want?
Pray, allow me to introduce myself, Master Matoya. I am Kryl, of the students of Baldessian. I hope you will excuse our unannounced visit.
Baldessian, you say? Ah, yes. The old coot set up shop on the Isle of Val, didn't he?
Regrettably, our order's headquarters and the Isle itself were obliterated by a magic of immense power. I have the blessing of light to thank for my own preservation.
Ah, the Mother Crystal favors her as well.
Kryl, you too possess the Echo.
Well, yes, of course I do. Our order is devoted to uncovering the mysteries of Hydaelyn and interpreting her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. It was in the course of these studies that I met and subsequently befriended Minfilia. She and I have rather a lot in common.
I had no idea.
You weren't supposed to. Not that I wanted to deceive you, you understand, but precautions had to be taken.
Yes, that's all well and good, but you still haven't told me why you're here.
The students of Baldessian are gone, and there is naught I can do to change that. But the signs of the Seventh Dawn can yet be restored, and my dear friend found. You have in your possession an ancient crystal of light, one you call your crystal eye. I believe I can use it to focus my abilities and locate one of the missing scions.
And there I was, thinking you might want to make use of my years of experience. Oh, wait here.
She is truly the best.
Long did I ponder the nature of this crystal and its familiar radiance, but never did I suspect it was a crystal of light.
Looks like it has a face on it.
On the cusp of an umbral calamity, souls blessed with the power of the Echo invariably appear. To aid these, her chosen warriors, Hydaelyn bequeaths to each a slither of her strength in the form of a crystal of light. But as her strength wanes, so too does the potency of her gifts. This crystal, born of an earlier era, is infused with a power far greater than those of this age.
You could travel the length and breadth of the land and not find a crystal even a fraction as pure. Its value is beyond measure, as are the risks inherent in its use.
No two manifestations of the Echo are alike. I, for example, can converse with beings of every shape and size, accepting beasts contrary to what others would have you believe. Language has nothing to do with it, of course. Rather, I am sensitive to the whispers of the soul. Their intent, their very essence even, the traces of which serve to guide the elementals to Y'shtola.
Hi, Handy.
Far-fetched though it may sound, I believe that with your crystal eye, I may be able to pick up where they left off and follow the remaining trail to Thancred. That is, if I have your permission.
You tested negative for COVID, so that's good. You feel like doggy water? Is that why you haven't been around? I never know if, when you're not around, if it's like, oh, busy with work shit, or like, feeling like doggy water is not good. That's not a good reason. I hope you feel better soon.
Well, the poor sod's not going to find himself. So, as long as you don't drop it or take it out of my sight, you may do with it what you will.
Thank you, Master Matoya.
You should play it. Busty with work, bustin'. Love bustin' at work. You should play this. If you're not feeling well, it's a perfect opportunity. This expansion is so good. You never made it out of Realm Reborn, right? This
Then
expansion
let us
is so
begin.
good. I haven't cried as much. Everyone's like, oh my god, you're gonna like sob. And I cry really easily. I don't know, maybe more tears are coming, but you were in a dungeon crawl's awesome. You never made it out of the base game. Did you finish the, I don't know, Realm Reborn got really good in the like the patches after the main game ended. But yeah, the Heavensward, the first expansion, has really good pacing. Really enjoyed it. I even enjoyed doing the side quests. Okay, we're pondering the orb.
From the Black Shroud, the trail continues to the north and west, towards a mountain, the foot of Som Al. It was a near thing, but he was not deposited within the rock. I think.
The best way to make sure someone doesn't cry is to tell them emphatically that they're going to cry. People said that. Like, people, I don't think they were fucking with me. I feel like people, I don't know, maybe it was in like the most recent expansion or patches. Like, people said they got pretty fucked up, and I'm like, it's like, I haven't like sobbed yet. You cried more in A Realm Reborn? I've been getting really emotional, even like off stream. Like what was I doing today? Like, I've been doing the tribal quests, and like I keep like tearing up randomly because I'm just, maybe because like I'm really invested in some of the characters. I'm like, oh my god, they're growing. Thanks for dropping in, Handy. I hope that you feel better soon. You should definitely get back into this game. People just overhype. That's true. People also overhyped how bad A Realm Reborn was. Yes, I did cry. Maggie did make me cry. I guess also, like, there are some things where, like, there's a sense of emotional detachment because you're, like, streaming, and, like, sometimes speaking voice lines, too, detaches you a little bit. But, yeah, we'll see, I guess. We'll see with these patches if I cry more. didn't get
The hunters of Tailfeather know those lands well.
stuck in a
I
rock.
say we begin our search there.
Ugh. Imagine having this lovely garden. One day, I'll start with a balcony. I should actually get started on that soon, huh? If we're March right now. I should get started on thinking about growing stuff.
We have forests like these on the Isle of Val. Me grandfather and I used to go for walks together when I could prise him away from his work. It was the least I could do for him, considering everything he's done for me. Taking me in when I was an orphan, raising me as his own and giving me a name. You didn't think my parents named me Cryer Baldesian, did ya?
I don't know. I don't know anything about you. Thancred may be a capable warrior, that he was wounded when I last saw him. If any beasts were nearby when he emerged from the livestream, he would have been hard-pressed to repel them. Were I to find myself in an unfamiliar wilderness, my first instinct would be to seek out signs of civilization. Ordinarily, perhaps, but in his wounded state, he might not have wished to risk contact with strangers of an unknown allegiance. Yet even had Thancred chosen to remain in the forest, the hunters would surely have stumbled across his trail.
Tailfeather doesn't strike me as an isolated outpost, though. Merchants and traders pass through reasonably regularly, don't they? In which case, we'll need to provide a more detailed description when we question the locals.
Fear not, Cryle. I've already prepared several sketches of Thancred for that very purpose. Please let me see them. Please let me see them. I need to see them. This is impressive. You drew him from memory? A skill I acquired some years ago for reasons I no longer remember. I propose we split into two pairs. Y'shtola and I will inquire at the outlying encampments, while Grimothy and Cryle question the residents of Tailfeather. Afterwards, we shall regroup near Lothastvath and share our findings. Assuming there are no objections, let us be about it.
My, he certainly hasn't matured, has he? Oh, to imagine he was once...
Why do I keep saying the opposite of what it says?
He certainly has matured, hasn't he? Oh, to imagine he was once a boy who practiced drawing for hours to impress young ladies. Anyway, we best get started. Find me when you finish making your rounds.
He's like, I simply don't remember why I started drawing. No reason. And Krell's just like, yeah, he did it because he wanted to impress women. Searching for a friend of yours. Let's have a look then. A surprisingly accurate depiction of the missing Thancred, suggesting that Alfino may have mistaken his life's calling. Dude, they gotta make Alfie a pictomancer, right?
No, I ain't seen him around. Sorry.
So you got their sketch? Yo. Can't say I know the face. You say he's something of a warrior? I heard a tale the other day about a Huron vagabond who brought down a bandersnatch by himself, and with style. The way they tell it, he was dancing with the beast like it was the belle of the bleeding ball. Sound like your man? Yep. Sure does. The Huron man are not exactly rare, you know. Could you be more specific? I did spy this one bloke a while back. Didn't get a good look at his face, but could have been him. This was beyond the forest, as I recall, along a river to the west of Tailfeather. I remember thinking he wasn't much of a hunter. The lad was making no effort to cover his tracks, see? That, and he was carrying an axe instead of a bow. An axe?
Finished. In that case, I think we've learned everything we can here. Let's see what the others have found out.
The music in the Forelands is so somber.
We were to meet here, were we not?
Yeah. My apologies for our late arrival. We thought it wise to question as many hunters as we could. Many have made camp in inaccessible locations, ideal for hunting game, not so receiving visitors. That's true. If you don't have a flying mount, this place is hell. Nevertheless, our time proved well spent. There have been countless sightings of an exceptionally capable Huron hunter with whom no one is familiar. Though none chanced to see the man's face, his height and build matched Thancred's description, as does his fighting prowess. So you've heard the same tales. Be that as it may, we yet want for conclusive proof.
Yeah, this is unrelated, but I had a curious tale regarding a Vath trader. He came to Tailfeather in search of garments fit for a man of refinement, which seemed a rather curious description for one of his kind.
You are implying that Thancred sent a Vath to market in his stead. Why would he not go himself? Well, if you recall, you yourself emerged from the livestream as naked as your name day. It's a scene I shall never forget. You're so... You don't say that. Is it now? Well, I was pleased to see you. It was a simple statement of fact. It stands to reason that Thancred found himself in the same predicament. He's so awkward.
In any case, if you had dealings with the Vath, they should be able to tell us, yeah? Yeah.
Quite right, Cryle. Quite right. I'll eat my stupid urchin loaf. Huh? Is that Ravana? Alfina would like very much to continue the search for Thancred. Well, what are we waiting for? For all we know, Thancred could be waiting for us in Lothas Vath. We must go and see the Vath right away. Come along, everyone. Come along. That is not the button that I meant to press. What did I even make them sound like? I didn't know that we would go be talking to the Vath today.
Great hunters, we welcome you once more to Lothas Vath. What do you seek this day?
We seek a man with whom we're told you may have had certain dealings.
How curious. The hunters tire of godly sport and pursue mortal prey.
No, he's not prey, but a friend long missing.
Good. He's a friend to the Vath as well, one of whom we've traded with many times.
Truly? And you're quite certain it was this man?
There's no doubt. The fleshling clothed in skins came to us from Som-Al, lost and weak. He offered meat and hides in trade, and in exchange we tended his wounds. He brought us much flesh, so skilled a hunter he was. Much flesh. When he asked for garments, we were glad to provide them.
And where is he now?
Gone to Nath not long ago, when he heard the One Mind had summoned our god once more.
Ravana is returned. So much flesh. Never-ending flesh. Didovno did say that the Nath had grown as before, but what could Thancred hope to accomplish by himself? Honored Elder, we thank you for your help. Would that we could repay this kindness ere we depart, but we must hasten to our comrade's side.
Go, great hunters, lest the Nath claim him as a sacrifice.
I honestly have no memory of what I made the Vath sound like before. Are we fighting Ravana again? This latest was a good voice choice. That's also what my I can't even keep track. Like, is that just like my generic Beast Tribe voice?
Could be Thancred. It could be Thancred. We must hurry.
An axe, though? Yeah. new Warrior of Light just dropped? Or Warrior of Darkness, actually. Hello, dog. Hi. Hello, what do you need?
This day, we reclaim the reins of history. This day,
Oh
we
my
rid
God.
ourselves of the Ascians forever!
Okay, my dog's being very insistent. I'm just gonna see if she needs to pee. Do you need to go pee? Here, let's make it quick. Make it snappy. Alright. Go back. Quit lurking behind me. It's so weird. She lurking. Alright.
Fools playing at heroes, all of you. Is this how you believe you can save your world?
What is going on here?
We can and we will, Ascian. You shall see. Or perhaps you will not! So you are the Warrior of Light, the savior of Eorzea.
Not a fan of me? Wait, they all have?
It's a wonder you didn't come sooner, what with the primal and all. Lost a step, have we?
Have care. The ether moves strangely around him.
It would seem we share a common enemy. Mayhap you would tell us who you are.
Shall we show them?
Oh my god. There he is. Oh yeah, they had to give him this, like, saving everyone intro. Wait, what the fuck? I only saw his face for a second. What the fuck? Tancred's the only one who can keep up with them. Wow, he's so cool.
Not very sporting of you to interrupt. But so be it.
This guy has a good voice actor.
Mark well our faces, warrior of light. For we are the warriors of darkness. Walkers of a different path. And we shall meet again.
Really good voice actor. These characters are fucking NPCs though. What I don't get is, like, the Warrior of Darkness was being, like, talking to an Ascian.
Warriors of Darkness? Really?
Kryl hasn't played Final Fantasy III. Oh my god, he has a soul patch. I'm fucking losing it! Ugh.
Thancred, are you all right?
Pleasantries can wait. I'd rather not be here when the Nath arrive. Agreed?
Why are the Warriors of Darkness, like, immediately hateful towards us?
The vision caught me unawares and I was unprepared for their attack, but I could hear the colony chattering all around us. They were so loud, so unbearably loud.
Do you need to sit down? I have water if it will help. Thanks, Alfie. We should be safe here. Our pursuers are not like to stray so far from the colony.
Suffice it to say, our reunion was not at all as I pictured it. Waiting until the last instant to join the fray. 'Tis plain you have not lost your appetite for the dramatic.
My appetite for the dramatic? Have you forgotten the circumstances of our party? The heroic last stand, the tunnel filling with light, and then... Had I known you intended to use forbidden magics to deliver me to some god's forsaken wilderness, I would have thanked you in advance.
Thancred.
If nothing else, you might have warned me that I would emerge from the live stream in the altogether.
Why would they do this? Why would they do this?
Eventually, I managed to fashion knives from some obsidian I found, and set about hunting for meat and hides. Given that I'm not all that skilled in leatherworking, it's probably for the best that I met the Vath before I was reunited with you.
So you were the fleshling clothed in skins of whom the storyteller spoke?
A description which fit me as ill as the skins themselves. Happily, I was able to trade with the Vath for garments better becoming a man of refinement.
A man of refinement? This is the ugliest fucking glam that I've ever seen. Why? It looks like he's wearing thigh boots and then also has other boots on top of that.
From them, I learned of Ravana, and of the great warrior who had once laid him low.
And thence did you conclude that were you to track the Primal's movements, it would surely bring you into contact with the Scions once more?
It seemed a reasonable assumption. I could think of no one else with your enthusiasm for slaying beastmen gods. Until now, that is.
Ah, yes. The self-proclaimed Warriors of Darkness. 'Tis only fitting that they stand in opposition to the Warrior of Light, I suppose.
I glimpsed the leaders past, if only for a moment. They were confronting a man in black. An Ascian, I think.
If these warriors are capable of doing battle with Ascians and Primals both, they must be possessed of powerful protection. Protection not unlike the Echo.
Yeah, it looked like all of them, like the entire group, they were all like, ugh, holding their heads. It looked like they all had some kind of echo going on. I know what you're thinking, but really, you needn't worry. It'll only lend credence to my tales of heroism. Besides, battle scars are to maidens what loose morals are to gentlemen. A definite bonus. I don't believe that Thancred has ever fucked a day in his life. 'Twould seem the mystery of the axe-wielding cure has been laid to rest. I should have known better than to think Thancred would ever stoop to using such an inelegant weapon. But then how was I to know that there was not one vagabond wandering the choke forest, but two? He knew us. He knew you. Did he walk in our memories as we walked in his? Alfino is lost in thought, doubtless ruminating on the implications of your encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. Blessed with the power of the Echo and driven to put down Primals. Despite his declaration that they walk a different path, I struggle to see how their goals conflict with ours. They're like anti-mommy. Is there like an anti-mommy? Is there a dark mother? Nor is that the only oddity. I find it passing strange that such exceptional individuals should have wholly escaped our notice until now. Surely we would have heard of rumors and attempted to recruit them to our cause. I recall no such adventurers, and I would not soon forget their like. Nor would any of us, I think. Moon Mommy? Maybe? Usually, in Final Fantasy, the moon is like just part of the mother. It's possible that they're from like the world of darkness, though. I don't know how like mirror image they're going with Final Fantasy III. One of our primary duties was to scour the city-states for promising candidates, which is how Thancred found Grimithy. Ah, the memories. It seems like only yesterday that you slew your first primal. Speaking of which, I have the distinct impression that it was not the first time that band of merry men and women had killed a god. I labor to believe that a band of preternaturally gifted adventurers has been traveling the land, slaying primals without our knowledge. It would imply gross negligence on our part. Speculation will avail us not. There's far too much we don't know. You're only guessing that because they met on the moon? With the Ascian? I totally forgot about that. For the present, we must needs concentrate on what we do know, namely that Lord Ravana's no more. Vidofnir must be informed. The news may render her more receptive to Sir Amalric's invitation.
Since you seem to have affairs here well in hand, I shall take my leave. Simply being in the vicinity of this colony has given me a stinking headache. If you have need of me, I shall be with Master Matoya. I would beg her assistance with the search for Minfilia.
Wait, Minfilia's missing? I thought she escaped with Grimithy. I shall explain on the road. Much has happened in your absence. Much. Nice of them to teleport us here. What the fuck is that? Was that a Lalafell? I had not thought to see thee again so soon, mortal. If thou seekest the night, know that she hath long since departed for Ishgard. My thanks, Vidofnir, but it was not for her that we came. We bring good tidings for you and yours. Lord Ravana, who had been summoned by the Nath, has again been laid low. Truly, once more you mortals have succeeded where my own kind did fail. You have my deepest thanks. Would that we could take credit. The god fell by another's hand. Another. Revelation upon revelation. Regardless, it is cause for celebration. The Nath will have no choice but to withdraw. But to another matter. I have tidings for thee as well. Regarding the Ishgardian's invitation. As promised, I brought the matter to my sire. Hearken to his answer now. For 1,000 years I have mourned my beloved, who gave her life to forge a peace thy king betrayed. Such was my lot until the child of Ishgard came unto me. For want of warmth, she wrapped herself in a dream, yet the world will remember her deeds. For truth she fought, for justice she sinned, for redemption she sacrificed, and became as light. To follow one's heart, to have faith in one's convictions, be it for weal or be it for woe. Such is the folly and the glory of man, and of dragon. He hath entrusted the choice to us, and we have made it. We will keep faith with you who walk in the light. Then you accept Sir Amalric's invitation?
Let it be known that I, Vidofnir, shall journey unto Ishgard on behalf of my people.
We're honored to receive your answer, and will convey your words to our allies without delay. It's happening, Isel. Would that you were here to see it.
Even as the Scions celebrated the return of a long-lost friend, honorable men plotted to deprive them of another.
Stop.
Honorable men, to whom Sir Emmerich was no hero, but a scheming patricide. Honorable men, who would fain wash the paving stones of foundation with the tyrant's blood.
Heal?
Honorable men, whose knife in the dark was the spark which set the city aflame, and who sang as it burned.
Any heals? How can they be so unaware? I don't know, like, especially with the knowledge of clergymen being attacked in the streets, like, people are not doing okay. Not that Amartrix clergy or anything, but, you know, there's unrest. So you slew a handful of primals, chatted with the Emperor of Garlemald, uncovered the truth behind the 1,000-year war, thwarted a megalomaniacal archbishop's ambitions, and then rode home on the back of the Father of Dragons. Does that about sum it up? Yeah. Fortunately, the journey afforded us ample time to brief Thancred on recent events. Right, let us not keep Sir Amaltric waiting. Are you quite well, Thancred? Yes, quite well. Forgive me. You've given me rather a lot to digest. This whole affair with the Ishgardians and the Dravanians, and our friends nowhere to be found. It would seem there's no end to our troubles. We can but face them head-on, one at a time. For now, we must apply ourselves to our allotted tasks and leave the others to theirs. Remember, Thancred, we found you as they found me. In time, we will find Ida and Papa Limo and Menphilia as well. These troubles will soon be but a memory, one which we will look back on together. Don't say that. If only we could unfind Thancred. Pray, do not misunderstand. I didn't mean to imply that it would be otherwise. I merely wish that I had rejoined our grand adventure at one of its more triumphal moments. Despite your recent accomplishments, the mood here is less than celebratory. But I've no doubt that we'll enjoy many more glorious victories soon enough, and you may rest assured that I will play my part in them to the very hilt. I know you will. So then, to the congregation. Yo, Clerical Errol, thank you. I hope you're well. Let us go. I'm just walking. Oh good, you're back. Things got a bit heated while you were away. This is a dark day for the Temple Knights, but I have faith that we shall overcome this trial. I should just disband the Temple Knights, probably. You've returned. In this, at least, the fates are kind. Greetings, First Commander. It pleases me to inform you that Vidofnir has accepted Sir Amaltric's invitation. She has! These are glad tidings indeed. Would that the Lord Commander were here to hear them. Ah, is he otherwise engaged? Aye, slipping off the knife to the gut.
What? What happened? Will he live? The chirurgians tell me that he will make a full recovery. But had Lord Edmond and Lord Artoirel not been on hand when the assassin struck, he would not have been so fortunate. For a mercy, they subdued the fiend before they could land the telling blow. The attack was just the beginning, though. Not long after, buildings all around the city, including several of ours, burst into flame. What the fuck? Bastards caught us completely by surprise. We've been doused in the fires, but for every one we put out, it seems like 2 more start up. Casualties are mounting, especially in the Broom. It is plain these fires were started by the assassin's conspirators. Until they've been rounded up, there'll be no end to this. Will you help us find them? And let us be about it. Just as Sir Amalric risked his life to bring about lasting change, so too will others wager all to preserve what they hold dear. The Archbishop may have fallen, but the legacy of his predecessors endures. Interesting. Accessories of fending and slaying. Lucia would begin the hunt for the arsonists without delay. The flames are spreading. We must needs begin our investigation immediately. Witnesses must be found. Suspects must be identified. Have you been able to determine the precise locations where the fires were set? Perhaps there's a pattern. If there is, we've yet to discern it. Fires have been reported throughout the city in both the pillars and foundation. Indeed, given the size of the area affected, I think it best to divide our forces. Master Alfino and Mistress Y'shtola, I would have you take charge of the investigation in Foundation. As you wish. Mayhap Tataru can be of assistance as well. Meaning Grimothy and me got the pillars. Oh, they'll like me up there. Only question is, will the grizzled old rogue striking a pose over there be joining us? Grizzled? Thancred of the Scions of the Seventh Dawn. And may I say what a pleasure it is to meet you too, my lady. I'll bet the name's Hilda. A Scion, eh? And there I was thinking I'd found a fellow ruffian amongst all these illustrious personages. I'll remain here to coordinate the fire quenching effort. If you learn aught of value, pray inform me immediately. That's all. Hi, Swap. Good morning. Well, we could begin by sifting through the charred rubble and questioning random passers-by. In my experience, every town has at least one individual who can be counted on to know things he or she should not. Oh aye, the infamous Lord Madeleine de Forton, lover of women and wine, though neither care for him that much. They say he could gossip for Ishgard. Just the sort of fellow I had in mind. Capital suggestion, Grimothy. I hate this guy. 3 years, I think, Swap. Yeah, what's better? Emmanuel and Thancred. He'll be at the Croisier, most like, making an effort to be seen. So let's go and see him. Grizzled I'll accept, but old? Ah. Alright. 2 fuckboys in 1 room. Who would have thought? What are these? Oh god, where am I going? Oh my god, where am I going? I got there. Time really did fly. Someone was saying yesterday that this is like the 4-year anniversary of when COVID started, and I was just like, great. I didn't need to know that. Someone once said that a gentleman is rather than does, and in Lord of Madeleine I sense we have living proof. Well, go on then, talk to the daft sod. Well, if it isn't Grimothy, dearest of all my friends, you're looking rather glum. Something the matter, old girl? Ah, yes, the arsons. Dreadful business, that. And awfully curious, wouldn't you say? There doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to it at all. Naturally, we've doubled the guard outside the manor, along with most of the other houses. Can't have the old pile going up in flames, after all. Oh, in case you were wondering why the Hoplon is awash with refugees, the lower levels of the vault have been open to those unfortunate souls who've lost their homes. Sir Amatric's orders, from what I hear. Remarkable man. Not even a knife in the ribs can keep him from his duties. Actually, old girl, if you were thinking of questioning the refugees, I should be more than happy to accompany you to the Hoplon. While you conduct your inquiries, I could offer words of comfort to the distressed and despondent young maidens. Wait a moment. I know what that is. You're giving me one of your looks, aren't you? You do me an injustice, old girl. I'll have you know my heart yearns for but one rose, prickly though she may be. What, Laniait? I sense you remain unconvinced. Very well. If it'll help to prove the purity of my intentions, I shall gracefully rescind my offer. Now run along and catch those arsonists. That was not entirely what I had hoped for. It's hard for me to distinguish my Thancred voice and my Madeleine voice. Whose idea was it to come here again? Never mind. For our next step, I suggest we divide our efforts. While you question the refugees in the Hoplon, Grimothy, I shall investigate the locations where the fires were set. Would you be so good as to join me, Hilda? You know what? I reckon I would. Can't have you roaming about in an unfamiliar city by your lonesome, can we? You'd only get robbed blind and left shivering in your small clothes. You want to throw him off Ishgard? Yeah. Just kick him right off. They cancelled March Madness. You still remember in the COVID days, everyone was locked in houses. If you go out, the police would beat you up. Oh my god. That's crazy. Oh yeah, there's more Manderville quests too. Sweet Hildebrand, unruffled refugee. Ours was one of the first homes to be claimed, but I didn't see how the fire began. It was only when I heard our neighbors shouting that I looked out and saw the flames. We barely escaped with the clothes on our backs. Were it not for the church's generosity, I don't know what we'd do. Thank God for the church. Vault priest. Oh my god, this dude's old as hell. Come, my brothers and sisters. There's food and shelter enough for all in the basilica. Alone's blessings be upon you, Father. I confess, we weren't sure if we should come. There are so many unbelievable tales these days. about the Archbishop, Sir Amatric, and the Dravanians. Trust in your heart, brother, and pay no heed to the lies of lesser men. They seek only to lead you astray. Do you require succor as well, miss? No, I'm not poor. Look at me. So the Temple Knights have begun their investigation at last. Good. This madness has gone on far too long. Would that I could do something to aid in your search, but I have a duty to these poor souls. Farewell, and may the Fury guide your steps. Melee. There was a man with a satchel. I saw him kneeling outside the window, and then there was smoke everywhere, and it was so hot I couldn't breathe. I don't remember how I made it out. I suppose I must have climbed. Maybe my arm is getting better after all. Okay. Rendezvous with Thancred. Excellent. Rendezvous where? I shouldn't be. It's not that far. I can walk. Finished then? Ah, there you are. Anything to share? Will require more than the muddled testimony of a traumatized girl if we're to identify the culprits. While you were questioning the refugees, we inspected the scenes of several of the fires, including one near St. Raymond's Cathedral and another near the Tribunal. For a mercy, neither structure suffered significant damage. Some might say they were spared by the grace of the Fury. Others might question how such ruthlessly efficient arsonists contrived to fail so miserably on the 2 occasions when their target was a bastion of Ishgardian orthodoxy. Nothing conclusive, of course, but it does give one cause to wonder. Alfino will doubtless have an opinion. Where is he?
You should have seen the way Alfino tackled him.
Really? Good. Now that you're here, we can proceed with the interrogation. What? Silence will avail you not, sir. Ah, Grimithy, I was just about to summon you. As you can see, we've detained a suspect. We found this man loitering near the remains of one of the stricken buildings. According to eyewitnesses, he was also present before the fires broke out. We wished to have words. He did not, so we insisted.
Let me go, damn it! You've got the wrong man.
My, but you reek of oil. And are those burns on your hands? How can you see his hands? An occupational hazard, I suppose, but tell me, does arson pay well?
I'm a victim, you imbecile. Look at me.
Aye, that you are, after a fashion. You should know that your pious patron has already spun us a delightful yarn about how his pet mongrel slipped the leash and set about burning up the city to the ground. Not very noble of him, I grant you, but then these highborn types rarely do show loyalty to their pets. In fact, he called you rabid and begged us to put you down.
That's bollocks. He's the one what told me to keep going. Hi, Cloud. Even a sinner such as me could find salvation in the Fury's work, he said. I left it behind. Tried to with all my heart. Said my prayers every day, like a good man. But he came to me. He came to me.
And there you have it. Oh wow, Thancred is so good at interrogation. Hilda, would you be so kind as to escort our friend here to the congregation? Aye, as long as you don't mind if he's limping when he gets there.
How? Blam. That was incredible, Thancred, but how did you know that he would confess?
Well, I've seen his like before. A troubled soul, manipulated by men of power and wielded as a weapon. I could not be certain, of course, but given the stakes, I thought it worth the risk. And if our captive had called your bluff, must we entertain hypotheticals? The world as it is vexing enough. Thank you, Thancred. Whether by luck or judgment, we have at last confirmed that these arsons were orchestrated by a person or persons of influence. I think it best that we now return to the congregation and discuss how best to proceed. Ah, yes, about that. What?
Thank the 12 you've returned to us, but what happened to your old outfit?
Dude, Tatra, you need to fix this. Fix this monstrosity that he's wearing. Please. Thought we were going to the congregation. Oh, we are. I always... Okay. I never remember what this is on the mini-map. The Temple Knights are interrogating the arsonist as we speak. God's willing, we shall have more information ere long. If we could but determine the motive behind these fires. Bit of a gambler, ain't he? Fine by me, so long as his luck doesn't run out. On behalf of the Holy See of Ishgard, I thank you all. The man you apprehended is being interrogated as we speak. Though he fell silent upon realizing that we had not turned his master, he will soon tell us what he knows, one way or another. They're gonna torture him. The Ishgard way. Oh, dude, another person with a... Wait, no, okay, Artuarel's voice wasn't that extreme. Pardon the intrusion, First Commander. Ah, Lord Artuarel, are you come to see your father? He's attending Sir Amaltric in his chambers at present. I am. He bid me bring this salve. Then do not let me detain you, and thank you for your kindness, my lord. In times of trouble, every man must do his part. Would that I could do more. We've been seeing a lot of Artuarel. Suspiciously so. My Lord Artuarel did not seem to be in the best of spirits. Does It's little wonder, Master Elf, you know. His father is widely slandered and his half-brother not yet cold in the grave. What do we want? We'll get Fending for our Dark Knight when I eventually level it up. Better him than the other one, yeah. And Medellin is the fucking worst. It was not so long ago, was it? How desperately we cling to that which we hold dear, knowing all the while that a day will come when we must let it go. No more farewells, not for a good while yet at least. Ugh. Past belongs to the dead. The future is ours to do with what we will. Lucia is not one to rest on her laurels. Oh. A wind-up Orshfall. And you can get his shield as a glam. Oh.
I do not mean to diminish our accomplishments, but until we identify the ones who ordered the fires set, our work is far from finished.
I forgot that English people often pronounce that word accomplishments.
Between the various conservative and religious factions in Ishgard, I dare say there's no shortage of parties who would like to see the status quo preserved. Do any likely suspects spring to mind?
Far too many to count.
He's alive.
Lord Commander, your wounds
Are healing well. Thank you. Time is of the essence. Lest we forget, these men would sooner put their own city to the torch than see it change.
Honestly, he seems like fine.
When our enemies learn that we have apprehended their arsonist, there is no telling how they will react.
Lord Commander, an armed mob has seized control of the vault.
What the fuck?
And now we know. Tell us what happened, sir. Spare no detail.
We were directing refugees into the Basilica, as you ordered, when all of a sudden, men brandishing weapons were all around us. It happened so fast, my lord. We had no time to respond. They've taken the refugees hostage and barricaded themselves inside the vault.
And they sent you to deliver their demands.
They, the true brothers of the faith, demand that a conclave to select the next archbishop be held forthwith. Furthermore, they declare that you, Lord Commander, are guilty of patricide and high treason, and that you must surrender yourself at once to receive of the Fury's judgment.
Seems normal.
ridiculous. I mean, do they honestly think that executing Sir Emmerich would change anything? That the truth will somehow die with him?
These fundamentalists rage against the passing of the old ways, unable to accept there can be no going back.
Given the fanciful nature of their demands, a peaceful resolution does not seem likely. If the hostages are to be rescued, it will be by force, I fear.
Agreed. Lucia, take a contingent of knights and establish a perimeter outside the entrance.
At once, Lord Commander.
Hilda, I need your people out in force throughout the Broom. When word spreads of the situation, the friends and family of the hostages may try to take matters into their own hands. I will not give these militants more targets. I shall lead the assault on the vault. Master Alphino, can I count on the support of the Scions?
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
We are in your debt.
I shall join you as well, Lord Commander.
Your assistance is most welcome, Lord Atwarel. To arms then, friends. Time is against us.
Arshwarel's giving me such weird vibes. You're not Arshfont. Just like old times, eh?
You're salty, thank you.
Concentrate on freeing the hostages. I will tend to their
Look at her.
wounds.
Very
Oh my
beautiful woman.
god.
I was like, Mommy, that looks really good. I like that.
Thank you for 26 months as well. Just grind more. I love grinding. How have you been? Ready when you are, Grimithy. Do not concern yourself with my safety, lest you forget I too am a knight. Painting, Java-ing. Ooh, that sounds like a nice combo of activities. Okay, depressoing. Yeah, that last one. Why does that last one always come in? Listen well. We will enter the Basilica silently via this gate. According to our latest reports, there are at least 6 hostages being held within. The numbers and readiness of the true brothers of the faith are unknown. I'm told one claimed to have served under Thordan VII. Might the same be true of the rest? Given the swiftness with which they seize control of the vault, I think it highly likely, yes. Which means that they may well possess the knowledge required to turn the building's defenses against us. Be that as it may, we have no choice but to press on. Lord Atwarel, you're a brave man and true, and none would dare question your honor if you chose not to risk your life in this endeavor. Are you certain that you wish to join us? I am no stranger to the battlefield, Sir Imalteric. My arm will not falter, my shield will not break. Poloni is my witness, we will bring these fanatics to justice. Well said, my lord. Friends, follow me. You're learning to create methods right now? Ooh, fun. An unwelcome guest that never leaves. That's depresso, all right. Alright, we're gonna deal with some zealots. Rescue the hostages. Alright. Remember, saving the hostages takes precedence over all else. Mind your attacks and subdue the enemy quickly. Alright. Oh, yeah. Can you, like, put them together? A little better than that. Do we do anything? No, okay. They just get freed. The others were taken elsewhere by Sir Simeon. Wait, what? I'm very confused right now. Oh my god, I'm pressing wrong buttons. It's okay though. It's hard to follow story while you're also fighting.
Down with you!
Okay. Oh, you're killing a hostage? Jesus. It's over. I know, this is all happening so quickly. Oh, okay. I don't even know who to target here. Who can I... Where... Oh. Jeez. Okay, this is so fucked. Where am I supposed to... Who am I fighting? This is too dynamic. Who am I supposed to be fighting?
You underestimate me.
Here, get over here. Everyone get together. Everyone get together. I'm just following a martyr. You were very unhappy with this fucking church. Understandable. It's a little... When they weave story that much into like, stuff is attacking you, it's a little stressful. So Simeonard. Simeonard. Lay down your arms and release the hostages, and ye will be shown mercy. I give you my word.
The word of a heretic and kingslayer. I would sooner trust a dragon. Activate the knights. We'll show you the hostages the same... We'll show the hostages the same mercy he showed the archbishop.
Alright, I'm gonna prioritize the hostages not dying. It's not a fantasy game if you can pronounce it aloud. It's not even... they just went hard into... It's not even like French that people would actually... No one would actually have that name except like... I don't know. 500 years ago.
Unlike you, Sir Matrick, I'm a man of honor. By my hand you shall receive the Fury's judgment.
So it is to be a trial then. Lord Artoirel, Grimothy, Leave us and save the hostages. I will deal with Simeonar. It's just a weird name is what it is. Okay, where are the hostages? Oh god. Where are the hostages? Oh, there's a lot of them actually. My ley lines. Hello? Eating, I'm eating. Yo, what's up, Daddy Shimura? The others are nearby, but where? Well, let's go. That way. How do we get there? Do we have to go all the way around? No, how do we get there? How do we... Oh my god. These refugees are gonna die for sure. Oh, you can go this way. The map does not make it look like this is possible. Yeah, his strength is almost spent. I'm eating as fast as I can. You tried to make a joke based off my stream tags? Lesbian is fine. There aren't many things that are banned. Oh, if you tried to use the Kappa emote, I hate that emote. Because people always use that emote to make shitty jokes. And then be like, what? I didn't mean it. Hey, Murderick, I'm coming. Hey, Murderick, I don't know how to get back to you. Hey, Murderick! No! Literally, how do I get to him? Did I miss the fucking door? Oh, fuck. No. I was following the refugees. Oh my god, no, he's gonna die. Also, I only saved 5 refugees? Oh my god, he's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die, he's gonna die. No! No! Okay, well at least we know where shit is now. The weaving, like I don't know if I respect what they tried to do. Okay, let's do it. But when you're trying to follow story and there's like a time limit, I wouldn't be surprised if most people had to do this at least twice. The poor refugees. I tried my best, I swear. Okay, we're speedrunning now. We're speedrunning. I'm definitely not gonna get lost. Can we group everyone together, please? I keep forgetting to start my rotations with Blizzard now. Let's go. You had your first voodoo donuts tonight for cheat day? Oh my god, it's been so long since I had donuts. I did find a good donut shop in Montreal that like vegan donuts. Alright, can everyone just group? Why can't they group together? This is horrible. Also, I forgot to start with Blizzard again. We'll do it this time.
Down with you!
Black Mage, yeah, my rotation just changed with level 60, and it's crazy. I mean, it feels like it plays very differently. Dude, none of these fools are grouping together. It's very annoying. Oh, okay. This is confusing that none of those are targetable. I need to remember that I'm worth.
You underestimate me.
Come on, over here, over here, over here. Yeah. Oh god. Fuck this church. How many times did you have to do this one, Whoosh? And also, are you just like red mage meaning now? Okay, we're skipping it. We know the deal. More than once? Yeah, I am not surprised. I want to know the story stuff that's going on, but... Alright, we start with Blizzard. We're so good. Three Fire 4s, and then Fire to refresh. I almost ran away without. Oh wait, there's one more. I didn't see you. I didn't see you. I almost ran away without helping the refugees. You replayed the game with a friend last year and failed this dude the first time because you couldn't find all the hostages. Yeah, it said I only get 5 out of 6 here. And I'm concerned about failing for that reason. But it told me to go back to Surrey Martyr, so... Oh. I see no others nearby. I mean, like, there's one more. But this is pointless if Sir Amartric doesn't survive.
This knight does not yield.
Dude, that hit me anyway? That's fucking bullshit. Dude, he's gonna beef it. Look at his HP regen. Oh, I understand what you mean now, Meerkat. Like, you were looking for the final refugee because you were like, oh fuck. And then Amartric was beefing it. The priest took Maya Lee upstairs when he saw... Okay, we'll save her.
Where is he? Where is he?
What the fuck? Wait, isn't this the guy who was like, oh, I'm gonna help the refugees?
Come no closer!
Yeah, I remember this old fuck's face. Unless they all look like that.
You have nowhere to run. Release the girl and surrender.
Surrender to whom? The blasphemer who throws wide the gates to our enemy? Who breaks bread with him and calls him brother? Ungodly swine! I would sooner die than surrender to you.
Is it godly to spill the blood of an innocent child? To burn the homes of your brothers? Tell me, priest, is that godly?
Do not speak to me of godliness, heathen! Your father's blood is on your hands, as is hers!
I want a dragon to swoop in and save her. Please. Yuna moment. What the fuck? That face acting was insane. Oh god. Dude, this is out. Wait, what the fuck? I thought your soul was gonna do something there.
What? But
Don't tell me that I don't know Final Fantasy. Valfor, you saved her.
Vidafne!
That's awesome, but also that scene was ridiculous. It showed her screaming, falling face for like an hour. I know, Anya was just thinking that.
Mayhap I chose an inopportune moment.
Not at all. Pray forgive us this most unworthy reception. We are honored to have you with us, and right glad of your aid.
Fortune delivered the child unto me. I had but to receive her.
Thank you for saving me.
Paid
Thou art
actress.
welcome, child.
That is what the Ishgardians are going to be saying. They're like, that's a paid actress. They paid her to fall. Trying to change our mind about dragons. Okay, the jiggle physics on my character right now are ridiculous. I've never noticed that before.
Never did I think to be indebted to so unexpected a savior. But full glad am I to be so.
You have?
Friend of Izel, warrior of warriors, I had hoped to meet with thee.
Hi. Hi, Ugo. Thank you for the happy anniversary.
I bear a message from my sire.
From Bracefelder?
Upon returning to our lands, Nidhogg's shade did sing unto his brood, and they for skies unknown did then take wing. This thou must know, for your fates are inextricably bound.
What of Estinian? Is he truly lost to us?
Such matters are beyond my ken. I but bear my father's words. Take from them what thou wilt. Fare you well, mortals.
These citizens must be losing their damn minds right now.
So it is as they say then. A great white dragon swooped down from the heavens to rescue an innocent child.
A most unexpected turn of events, but not an unwelcome one. The people will not soon forget this day.
Yet how will they choose to remember it, Sir Emmerich? And will these events serve to bring man and dragon closer together, or drive a deeper wedge between brothers?
Where's the priest? Has he been restrained?
After 1,000 years, the world these men once knew is changing, and with ungentle swiftness to boot. Though their actions are misguided, their sentiments are only to be expected. You may be sure that others will rally to their cause.
I love the animation on these kids. This is exactly what kids would be doing.
A big dragon just came from the sky.
I share your desire for a lasting peace with the Javanians, I do. But I would not see it built on the bones of our countrymen, nor on our own. I see much of Horsefon in you, and I could not bear to mourn the passing of another son.
Lord Edmund.
Well, that was timely. The Dofnir must have been circling for hours. In the moments before Vidofnir appeared, I contemplated teleporting the girl. I think the 12 that I did not... That's what I thought would happen. I thought... Maybe not teleport, but I thought that Y'shtola was going to call upon some of her powerful magics. This has been a day of surprises, has it not? 'Tis but a pity Vidofnir could not stay longer. Yes, I think it's fair to say that she timed her departure rather less well than her arrival. Well timed scarcely does it justice, but one moment later would have been a moment too late. Let us pray that the Ishgardians who yet harbored doubts will take these events to heart and accept the truth of Sir Amartric's words. Yeah, why isn't there... For all of the D&D, you know, foundation of Final Fantasy, I don't think there's like a Featherfall type spell. You just take fall damage. Well, 'tis only meet that I inform Tataru what has occurred here. If you have need of me, I shall be at Fortaunt Manor. Allow me to accompany you. Tataru would never forgive me if I left for the Rising Stones without saying goodbye. A moment, Grimithie. I wish a word. Tell me, does Thancred seem quite well to you? His vibes are fucked. So you sense it too. A subtle change, but... a subtle change, imperceptible to most. I myself did not notice it at first, but upon closer examination, I saw that his etheric flow had been irreparably disrupted. As a result, I strongly suspect that his ability to manipulate ether has been compromised. Simply put, Thancred may no longer be able to wield magics. Did he magic before? But do much to explain why he chose to remain in within the wilderness instead of seeking us out. He would have been compelled to rely solely on traditional methods of travel. Oh, right. You can't use etherites, I guess? Significantly prolonging his journey. And when he learned that the nearby beast tribe was making preparations to summon a primal, it may well have seemed more sensible to wait. But this is still little more than speculation. Until I have proof, pray speak no word of it. Ah. Oh my god, true. No glamour. Right then, I should be on my way. Cryle may have charmed Master Matoya for now, but who can say how long it'll last? Yes, his lack of magics does explain why his glam is shit. It does explain a lot. Oh, I thought the NPCs might be like chatting about what happened. No? Timin, are you... These... A dragon just landed in your city and all you can think about is... Okay, they're just horny.
Lord Emmett told me all about what Vidofnir did. Gods, how I wish I could have been there to see it.
That Vidofnir should chance to arrive even as the girl fell. Truly, I could not have planned it better myself.
Wait. What the... Oh. Twitch was open in my browser. That was odd.
Ah, good. We were afraid you might have left.
A shield, my lord?
Fit for a true knight. An expression of our gratitude to you and yours. Long overdue.
Oh, should you watch the video? Do you appreciate your inclusion? Your snowmanish inclusion? I miss the snowman.
There is something else I would discuss ere you part. Something which cannot leave this room. My father will soon step down as head of our house. Sir Emmerich was not the only one to fall under suspicion following the death of the Archbishop. There are some who believe my father complicit in a coup d'etat. Thus he intends to renounce his title to absolve our house of suspicion and secure the support of our peers.
And a point.
Surely there must be another way to convince houses Durandare and Zemail.
So I said to him. Alas, he will not budge.
This is a serious part of the story. Oh, I see, I see. You've given up the snowman glam for the sake of, seriously experiencing the MSQ. I respect it.
Ever since I was a child, I knew that I would one day succeed my father. The thought of it filled me with pride. Yet once I learned the day was at hand, my heart was filled with naught but dread.
If you are being suspected of plotting a coup d'etat, and so you step down, how is that going to absolve your family of guilt when, like, your son is necessarily going to be your successor? I don't understand that. The coils weren't serious? Nah. I didn't cry or anything.
Our legacy is built upon the lies of our forefathers. In accepting this title, am I not perpetuating this injustice? Why should I become the next count?
I have nothing to say. We're just staring at him.
But then I thought of my brother. A knight lives to serve, to aid those in need. When you look on that shield, I trust you will remember his words. And should I once more find my resolve wavering, I ask that you show me the way.
Okay.
You are a sister to Haurchefant. Will you be a sister to me as well?
I don't know, your vibes are kind of off. Also, it's funny that they switched to pronouncing the H in his name. They can't decide on the pronunciation.
Come, Emanelaine. There's much to be done. For father, and for Sir Emmerich, and for Ishgard.
Emmanuel looks really young in this cutscene. I didn't realize. He looks like 16 years old. And acts it as well. Pay no attention to rich people rules. Yeah, I guess I'm too poor to understand.
To think we share the same blood. Pray excuse us.
Dude, I still can't.
Those were the days of promises.
The interior design of this house is so. Look at it.
First steps into an uncertain future.
Oh, it's so ugly.
A future shaped by the choices we made, in ways we could never have foreseen. Born of good and evil, of light and darkness, and shepherded by our hand. Be it for weal, or be it for woe.
From the memoirs of Count Edmond de Fortin. Heavensward. As goes light, so goes darkness. Patch number 1 complete? Oh, fuck. I guess casting, right? Yo, I knew it. I fucking knew it. What am I gonna do? That's not enough space. Hippogriff Sinew. Why am I holding on to you? Because maybe I need it. Maybe I need it. Exactly. Maybe I need it. I hope that was even enough. Casting. Yeah. Inventory. This is thy proof? The Garen Oracles. Apocrypha. It is a truth long forgotten, a tale of the beginning and of the path we have been set upon. Who? Oh, right. I forgot Urianger was talking to Elidibus at the end of Realm Reborn. Our fates were ordained long ago, Archon. The Guardians are no exception, nor the Triad. You know what must be done. So, the Warriors of Darkness were also fighting the Ascians, but now they're consorting with Elidibus, who's like the... What did he call himself? The, like, liaison? Is that Alfino or is it Alize? Is Alice returned to us finally?
Well?
Everyone has their orders. The masks will attack as soon as all units are in position. The Imperials won't know what hit them. I fear it's gonna be bloody. By Ralga, it had better be.
Can't stay here forever, Ida. We have other responsibilities.
I know full well what my responsibilities are, and I mean to fulfill them, everyone. What are they up to? So it goes. Alright. Oh my god. Sorry, Twintania. I have a new best friend. Oh my god, he's so fucking cute. Ugh, so sad. I don't think I can actually have him though. I can't have him out. It's too sad. One patch down. It's very early, but I think I'm gonna call it there, so... Because how many patches are there? It's weird, because some of the patches are like really short in terms of story, but maybe they add a lot of side content. This one was a bit longer. You heard someone say once, one sec, let me get my Archfall minion out so he reminds me to never get attached to anyone. Oh my god. Yeah. Oh. Pain. Life is pain. Okay, the reason I had Twitch open and my audio was glitching is because I wanted to see if there's anyone to wade. Let's try Broody. Broody's playing a banjo. Wait, a banjo Tooie randomizer? I don't know what that is, but Broody's hilarious. Raid Pokemon. Dude, I was watching Pokey earlier! Actually, wait, she's still streaming? That's crazy. So I was watching Pokey's stream, and she had just lost a game of Valorant, and then she was like, she was taking a break, and she's like, stream's not over, guys. Like, I gotta get one dub. So I guess this means she still hasn't won a match. R.I.P. Pokemon. Thank you guys for hanging out. I'll be back as usual at some point whenever I feel like playing. I really want to hit up the Alexander raid with Lala though. And I don't want to do it on stream because I think the backseating would be insufferable, but to be continued, I suppose. Okay, everyone go wish Broody good luck with the rando, and I will see you soon. Bye.